Hey guys, Mark here, back with an update on the Turbo LS BMW. So I've been working on the fuel system. I got a 5/16 to 6AN quick disconnect there, and then a U fitting. And that's going to feed the surge tank, so the fuel supply to the surge tank. I just installed this 6AN bulkhead into the stock fuel top hat here, so it was pretty tight fit, but got it done. Used some gasola to seal it up. Got rid of the EKP, just simplify things with just a couple relays. So this one is powering the stock fuel pump, and then this one is wired to the Walbro 450 inside the surge tank. So just a quick rundown on the wiring. It's super easy. You got the pin 30 on the relay. I have a 8-gauge wire here going right back to the battery, right in the trunk. These relays are nice because they have built-in fuses, so they're 30-amp fuses right there. Ideally, you have the fuse as close to the battery as possible, but the battery's right there, so it should be fine. So then pin 87 on the back here, that's what powers the fuel pump. So this is just tapped into this stock red and white wire that goes to the positive on the fuel pump, and then the other one is wired to the power wire for the Walbro 450, so the positive. Pin 85 is just grounds, so it's kind of hard to see, but we got both the black grounds there, and then also the brown wire that's coming off the stock fuel pump, that's the ground. So they're all grounded right here on the EKP bracket. So that's super easy. And then yeah, the pin 86 here on the relays, they're tied together, both of them. So both relays are going to get triggered by the, I just left this green for my own sanity because the Holly fuel pump wire is green, but this will get triggered by the Holly. So it's kind of hard to see, but I just have a spool of wire there. So I have to run that still up to the front, tap into the Holly wiring, and that'll trigger these relays to turn on and, give power to the fuel pumps. And then in the back here, we got the surge tank. Let me bring my light with me. So like I was saying, that 8-gauge wire, it's right here, and I just have it bolted to the battery positive there. So that'll supply power for both fuel pumps, the stock one, the lift pump, and the pump inside the surge tank, which is just a Walbro 450. So I got a 10 micron filter there. It's nothing's really plumbed up yet, but I ran the wire from over there where the relay is under the carpet, kind of through here, and then it comes up through the carpet here and comes in right there to the positive on the surge tank, and then the negative I just grounded right here to that little stock spot. Can't tell if that has paint on it or not. I might scuff that up or something, or maybe find a better ground, but for now that's where it's at. I don't know what this is. I think it's an amp or something, but it was mounted on the floor right here, which obviously this is where my surge tank is now. Solid in there, mounted in there now. But yeah, I just kind of relocated this to the side here. It's got a little bracket there. There's a mounting point right here for the black bracket that did hold the amp, and then I just used some flat bar. The amp has a little stud on the back, so I just bolted it up to there, put a nut on it, and then it's bolted in back there. You can't really see, but there's a place to bolt it in there. So the amp is nice and sturdy, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, my plan is to just I'm gonna have some fittings coming out the top here, and they're just gonna go drill right down into the floor here, 4 bulkheads, one for the supply coming from the tank to the surge tank, one's going to be from the fuel pump outlet, and that's going to go all the way up to the front of the car, feed the fuel rails, and then it's going to go through a fuel pressure regulator in the engine bay, and then it's going to come back underneath the car, come up through a bulkhead, then come back into the return here. And then, you know, once this surge tank fills up and there's no more space for fuel, the fuel will come out this overflow and it'll go right back into the stock tank, where I just put that return fitting and drilled through the top hat for that return fitting. So it'll just return in there. And then I put a little hose on the end of the bulkhead, so it just dumps fuel down deeper into the tank. That just kind of prevents the fuel foaming up. If you just let it dump right out at the top, it might, you know, foam up. I don't think it'll be an issue, but just to be safe, I did that. But yeah, so the overflow out of the surge will return right into this guy here. But yeah. The only thing I need to do, I think if you delete the EKP, you have to code it out in the car, or you'll get, you know, warning lights on the dash or something, apparently. So have to take care of that. Yeah, I also bought this tool off Amazon. You know, it mounts on here like this, and it's to loosen up this fuel hat ring thing. So it was like 15 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a part number in the description if you want to get it, but pretty cheap tool, so I just figured I'd buy it. I don't know if you can really rent one at AutoZone or anything, but yeah, that's where we're at. Before I put all these relays in, I made sure this seat cover still fits on there. If I can get the seatbelt out of the way here. So kind of hard to do that one-handed, but yeah, that fits. Relay's back behind there, so it should clean up nicely once this is all, you know, put away and the seat's back on. Should look good. Shouldn't even really know all this stuff is down there. So yeah, that's where the BMW sits right now. That's all I've got. Try to post some more updates on this thing. I'm almost done the turbo hot side, but figured I'll post a video of the turbo hot side, how I ran it and everything, once I'm completely done, you know, welding all that up. But it's almost done. I just have to tie the crossover into the turbo manifold on the passenger side and finish up some cleanup and stuff. But yeah, that's where she sits now. So catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.